Hi everyone, welcome again to another session of Learning Together. I am Christian and this is Teaching Listening Class, and in today's session we are going to learn about effective note-taking methods, the why, the how, and the what about note-taking. And in this session you are expected to learn the effective note-taking strategies and methods and to take down notes effectively from an audio material. If your in-class notes are messy, unorganized, and unclear at first glance, you're not going to get much use of them. This has nothing to do with how neat your handwriting is, but it is about how your notes are structured. One of the most effective ways to remember and to understand what you are learning in class is to take effective notes. Better notes will help you remember concepts, develop meaningful learning outcomes, and gain a better understanding of a topic. Effective notes will even lead to less stress when the test time comes around. Now, these are the common reasons why we should take down notes in class. First one is instructors share information not available in textbook and then make connections. During class lectures, your instructor will elaborate the topic and then it is very important for you to take it down because you cannot find it in the book, or especially when you don't have the book. The next reason, notes serve as a file of information. They become a storehouse of information for better use, like preparing for an examination or writing a paper on, or for the use in more advanced courses. And more or less, your notes can, when you go to the higher level, your notes can help you remember concepts that you had when you were in the lower level. Next reason is taking notes help you become an active listener and a critical thinking. Passive listening is what you do when you watch a sitcom or television or have a casual conversation with someone. Active listening is when you carefully listen to make you understand and learn the information that is being conveyed. When taking down notes, you will stay more focused on what is being said or what you are reading. You will be continuously analyzing. You will be forced to think rapidly about what you see or what you hear. That's why you exercise your critical thinking. Learning how to take better notes in class helps improve recall and understanding of what you are learning because it ensures you are actively listening to what the teacher is saying, requires you to think about what you are writing, helps you make connections about the topics, serves as quality review material for after classes. Using different note-taking strategies is important, especially as you progress through high school or to college or university. There are several ways or technique on how you can start taking better notes in class. This is what you will going to do before attending the lecture. First, you have to review the course syllabus. A course syllabus is given at the very first day of your classes. It contains all the learning topics that you have in the course. So it is important to visit the syllabus before attending a certain lecture for you to know what is the topic is going to be about. And then next to that is you have to read through the relevant chapter related to the topic in order for you to have this overview on what will be the discussions all about, in order for you to have this glimpse of information about what your lecture would gonna be. And then the third one, you have to write down keywords for the topic and adopt a questioning attitude. It is important for you to write down keywords for the topic in order for you not to miss any topic that you will be discussing soon in that particular lecture, and you must develop this questioning attitude on how are you going to learn this particular topic. So you must evaluate yourself because this is where, or this will determine on what particular method of note taking you will apply or you will use for you to better learn. Now, these are the proven and tested note-taking methods suggested by experts. The first one is what we call this the Cornell method. The Cornell note-taking method helps organize class notes in easy, digestible summaries. This method is effective because the main points, the details, the study cues, and the summaries are written in one place. And this method encourages reflection and clarification about the topic. So this is the Cornell note-taking method looks like. It is best for understanding key ideas and relationship. The paper is divided into three sections. The first one is the main section, which is 6 inches in class notes, and the second one is a 2.5 inches margin to the left and a 2 inches as a summary section on the bottom. Use the main notes section to take notes during class or during lectures. Use the Q section to review your notes. After class, write down things you'll need to remember and a prompt for each. You can also use the section for vocabulary words and study questions. In the summary segment at the bottom, write a summary of your notes. This is where you will highlight the main points, or you can do your reflection. This is how you're going to do it. For example, our topic today is a note-taking method, so you put it here, all the things that you have in class, and then once the class is done, you have in your vacant time, you have to put the study cues here and your reflection at the summary section. The next method is what we call the mapping method. I would call this one is the mind mapping method. The mapping note-taking method is a more visual way to organize your notes. So if you are a visual learner, this is good for you. This technique is useful when learning about relationship between topics. This is very useful for visual learners who struggle with studying from notes. And second, it helps you remember and connect relationships between topics. What does it look like? The page is organized by topic. The main topic branch out into subtopics with detailed information in each. How you will use it? So this is what it looks like. While in class, begin with a map with the main idea, considering that our topic today is all about a note-taking method. So we have here the idea, the note-taking method, and the note-taking method. Branching out the main topic, write a heading for each of the subtopics. For example, these are the proven and tested note-taking methods, our subtopic, and these here, you have to write an important or any keyword about each of the top topic. You have to continue the pattern as long as there are important details that would connect to this particular main subtopic. This is how you are going to do it. It could be a bubble map, or it could be like this. Again, mapping method or the mind mapping method is very helpful for visual learners, especially for visualizing connected topics and ideas. Next in line is what we call the outlining method. The outlining note-taking method uses headings and bullet points to organize topics. This method is most useful when learning about the topics that include a lot of details. This is very great for students who thrive for structure and simplicity and prefer compartmentalized information. So again, this is the format. This is how it looks like. The outlining note-taking method is best for easily creating study questions for review. And the advantages for this method. There are several advantages for this method. First one is it allows notes to be easily organized. Second, it is easy to see the relationship between the topics and the subtopics. And the third one is it is easy to turn points into study questions. Now, what does it look like? Each section starts with the heading of the main topic, considering that our topic today is all about the note-taking method. So we have here our main topic, the note-taking method. Each subtopic and supporting fact is written underneath the proper heading. So for example, this is our main topic, the note-taking method, and we have here our subtopic, and these are the supporting fact about the subtopics here. So during a lesson, begin with your notes with a single bullet point to write the main topic. So you have this one, the main topic. In place the important first topic below and indented slightly to the right below the main topic. This is how you do it. And you have to continue the process as long as the um, based on the lecture the teacher is saying information about it, so you have to continue the process depending on how long the lecture must be. All right, and it is very important, though it is not included in this outlining method. It is very important to write the date on when that particular lecture is being conducted by the teacher, for you to have this easy review or retrieval of your notes when the examination comes. So this is on how you structure your notes using the outlining method. Next in line is the charting method. The charting method uses columns to organize an information. This is literally your spreadsheet in your notes or the table format of your notes. This method is useful for notes that cover a lot of topics, fact or information, or relationships about or between the topic. This is very useful in history classes or in sciences classes wherein there are a lot of factual information that a teacher is given to you. This is what the charting method looks like, and again, this is best for reviewing a lot of facts. Now this is what the charting method looks like. The page is divided into columns labeled with category. For example, in our discussion today, we have here the note-taking methods, and then we have the next column, the advantages of that method, and the third column is the disadvantages of the method. You can continue this one according to how many category the teacher is mentioning or discussing within the lesson, and the details of each category are filled out in the rows below, just like this one. So when the information about the category is mentioned, jot it down underneath the proper column. For example, our main topic is all about the note-taking method, and the mentioned method is one here. So first category, the method, the Cornell method, and the teacher would mention the advantages of this method. So I have to list it down here under the category that the teacher is saying to you. So you have to continue the process as long as the teacher is still discussing what is the topic all about. So you have to continue the process all along. When the next topic begins, move down one row and begin another, just like this one. The teacher is done about the Cornell method, and there's another method, the outlining method. So I have to put it down. I have to repeat the process until the lesson is covered. Alright, and then again, do not forget to write the date on when that particular lecture is conducted. Okay, this is the charting method. Next is the sentence method. This is very common to you as a beginner, as a student. This is our common way of taking down notes in class. The sentence note-taking method is simply writing down each topic. This method works well for fast-paced lessons where a lot of information is being covered, especially when the teacher is very fast in discussing the lesson and he or she is very fast in talking. So this is very advisable for beginners, and using this note-taking method, it will need no preparation at all. This is very common for beginners because it needs no preparatory work, just like this one, and then more or less you are doing it while we are conducting in class. And this is what you do when taking down notes. Okay, so this is very good or best for taking quick and simple notes. So this is how it looks like. For example, you have to write here, don't forget the main topic, and then each line in the page is a new and a separate topic. To organize your notes even more, you can use headings for each main topic. So you have to do this one, the note-taking method, and these are your notes taken from the discussion. So write the important information that the teacher has emphasized. This can be the sentence form or a point form. You can have it, you can use the bullet form or the numbered form, as long as you have to write with the the teacher is saying to you with this in this format, following this format. So start a new sentence on point for each new detail. So you have here the next detail and use headings to organize your main points by main topic. So if you will continue this one, these are the 5 effective note-taking method. The first one is kernel method. So if you want to continue this, you have to write here. So next topic here, you have to write here kernel method. And you have to continue based on what the teacher has given to you. So basically, these are the 5 note-taking methods suggested by experts. And to give you additional tips, the first one is you have to concentrate in the lecture or reading. Do not do anything else while you are attending classes for you not to be distracted. Take notes selectively. Do not try to write every word. You have to write or to just jot down the keywords or the important phrases, not the entire word for word or the entire sentence. And then you have to use your own words as much as possible. Do not have it word for word. Just use your own words according to your understanding. And be brief, write legibly. Again, your handwriting is not really important as long as you can read it and other people can read it. And don't worry about grammar or spelling. Anyway, you will revise it when you will for it to be organized neatly. Alright? So I hope everything is clear. And allow me to end this one, the discussion with this. Better grades start with better notes. Taking organized and thoughtful notes can help improve your understanding and recall of what you have learned in class. That's all for today. Thank you for listening, everyone. See you again next time.